not only in relationships or the person you are going to marry or in your friendships, but in life in general. Do not settle. Do not settle for a life that you are not happy about. Do not settle for a life that you don't find fulfillment in. Do not settle for a life that you don't even want to experience. It's common to say, well, I'm not going to settle with this type of boyfriend. I'm not going to settle with this type of girlfriend. What about the type of life or the amount of money you make or the places you go? Have you settled like, oh no, I'm only going to make this amount of money. I'm only going to live in this city, in this country. I'm only going to be in this weather. I'm only going to live this type of life. Because whatever life you choose to live for yourself and you tell your mind that this is it. This is the life I settled to live. Be ready to experience that life. But why would you settle for a life that you are not happy about when you know that you can create, build, make a life that you are happy about? Why settle to live a life that you are not happy about when you have the choice, the options to change your life by changing yourself? If you are not happy with the life your life is right now, today, do not settle. If the life you are living every single day is not the life that bring you joy, bring you happiness, bring you desires to keep going, desires to keep believing, desire to simply keep experiencing life, don't settle for that life. Do everything in your power to get out of that life unless you settle for that life. Because if you settle to live a certain type of life, do not complain and do not blame nobody else. Because the same way nobody else can choose who you are going to date or marry is the exact same way nobody can choose the type of life you are going to live but you. Don't settle with that amount of money. You know you want more, so why will you settle for less? You know that's not the car you want to drive for the rest of your life, so why do you settle with that car? You know this is, you don't only want to live in one city. You want to travel in multiple cities, multiple continents, multiple countries. So why settle for that city? Why? Don't. You have the power to change your life by changing yourself. If the life you are living right now is not the life that you are happy about, do something about it, but do not settle. And if you choose to settle and then you are miserable and you're crying every day and you feel empty and you are miserable and you are broken and things are just going wrong, don't blame nobody but yourself. Because you have settled for that life. You have settled for that job. You have settled for that city. You have settled to make that amount of money. You have settled to be in that job, to be in that company, to be in that business. But I'm going to remind you, I'm going to ask you again, why choose and be okay with something you don't want, where you can do something to make, to create, to build, to attract what it is that you want? Not only in relationships, not only in friendships, not only with the person that you are going to marry. It applies to life in general. Do not settle for what you don't want. Do not settle for what you do not want. What do you prefer? Rise every day in a life that you hate? That you want to do the impossible just to stop experiencing that life? Or allow yourself to try and build a different life? Try and create a different life. Work on yourself. Work on your mind. Work on you, the soul of your subconscious mind. Work on you consistently, because since you know this is not the life you want to give yourself, you are not going to stop. Make that an affirmation. A prayer every day. Tell yourself, I'm not going to stop until I give you the life I want you to experience. I'm not going to stop until I give you the life I want you to experience. I'm not going to settle for something that I don't want, because I know I can get what I want and I'm going for what I want. Nothing less, but more. If it's not what I want, it's better than what I want. If it's not how I want it, it's more than how I want it. Do not settle. But if you choose to settle, don't blame nobody. Don't put it on nobody if you are miserable for the rest of your life. If you're looking for somebody to blame, take a look in the mirror. That person is right there.